What's going on? Welcome back to the channel, everybody. How you doing? I'm Dead on Dave. Nice to see you. So you clicked on this video because you're gonna watch a recording of a live stream that I did on Twitch about a week ago. Nick DeOrio, Nicholas Eats DeOrio. That's his God-given name. He showed up and we hung out and we had a great time. This is part one of 3 parts of incredible stories and shit talk that you're going to get. Almost 3 hours. It's cleaned up. It's been cut down a little bit to get some of the filler out and some of the live stream dead air things that happen. Dead air alert! All that type of stuff. But, we did our best, and it's going to be pretty interesting to see what you guys think about all 3 parts that you're going to get in the next week or so. Going to be some butthurt people. Be cooler. We won't fucking rip on you. Enjoy. Take it in spirit and take it away, previous me and Eats. Poof. Sorry, we went live on YouTube for a second because I'm a nutsack. Let's get back to the channel. I think everything is good now. Hopefully we are streaming where we say, yes, there we are. Look how beautiful I am. Look how pretty I be with my baldness. Bald ass Dave. Bald ass dream. Yeah, all right. Okay, let's get over it. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm tired, man. I don't want to fucking play anything else right now. That was the plan. I've been up since 3. The storm is bearing down on me. I'm very tired. So the only thing I can take right now, at least to start the stream, is 7 Days to Die. What's up, Big Izzle? How you doing, baby? Good to see you, Big E. Make sure you guys have stream tweeted out all that good shit. We're going to start the stream off Correctamundo with a nice little rib. And I think my fucking PAX 3's dying, Big E. That's not good. I really can't afford to replace that. That's not good. That's not like replacing a bong. That's serious. Fuck. It really bums me out. But I mean, I've used it so heavy for well over a year now. And coming up on a year and a half of heavy use. My hangover has been slept off and I'm doing good. Nice. Fucking retard nutsack. Hey man, I'm gonna go out to the woods and get drunk and stoned. That was actually a really good plan. You didn't camp though. I want that to still remain perfectly clear. No camping was done by you, Big E. Not a little bit. Hey, you know what make me feel really good? Go ahead and light up the whole goddamn chat with some emotes for me. All your emotes. I want to see all your guys' emotes. That was my first time being entirely shit-faced, really. So that is by far the most fucked up you've ever been, huh? How do you feel about it? Because after you get the first one out of the way, like when you've been drunk or been high, it's like, okay, no big deal. But being that first shit-faced, that's a whole nother situation altogether. Whole nother shit-face. I see my boy Eats up in the chat. What's up, dude? Christine Peolosi got my uncle deflat. What? 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 Like, are you in Discord? Come to Discord. If you're in Discord, come to Discord. I gotta hear this. Can you come to Discord or you at work? I forget that I'm not like everybody else who just has nothing to do. The rest of you have lives. I have to hear that. Well, how your uncle? Why your uncle the platform? What's going on? I'm sure I'm missing a joke here. Who got the platform by Peolosi? Oh, you're in waiting. Okay. I'm not even in myself. I was assuming you weren't going to be able to come in. But now I got to hear the story. What's up, man? You got to be calling in on the YouTube. We're back on YouTube now. Last 2 days. 2 days in a row we've done YouTube. Can you believe that shit? I built a little news team together. We're doing some shit. All right, let's bring in my boy. Come on, you motherfucker. And joining us now, the one, the only, Nicholas DeOrio, or as I like to call him, Eats.
Morning, Dave.
What's up, buddy?
Well, Nancy Pelosi has besmirched the good DeOrio family name. Uh,
how how did this happen? What exactly transpired? What the fuck is going on?
uh, yeah. So essentially, what happened was, do you know like the story about in 2019 how they were like posting a drunk Nancy Pelosi meme?
Yeah, I remember the drunk Pelosi meme. Yeah, I remember that.
So yeah, my uncle like clipped it or whatever and like cut it down and made it sound even worse.
Your uncle
And he
did?
noticed, yeah, and
How
he
old's
just
your
noticed
uncle?
he's like in his 50s.
You got a shit post? Of course you have a shit posting 50-year-old fucking uncle. It's in your blood. Of course you fucking do.
And
Continue.
it's
I'm
so
sorry.
obviously like a meme though. Like it's so like there's fact check, like there's YouTube videos. Independent fact checkers have said this video is doctored. Shit,
No
dude. Like
shit.
it's so obviously doctored. That's the joke. But yeah, no. So he posted or whatever, and he notices all of a sudden his TikTok goes down, and
Oh,
then his YouTube channel is terminated for hate speech. He privates his Facebook when he starts getting calls from reporters from CNN, as there have
get
been
the
like
fuck out of
5
here.
articles written on this in the past 2 days.
Get the fuck out of here. You're memeing right now.
And,
Are you dead serious?
then there's a tweet from Christine Pelosi where she's calling for Facebook to take it down,
Get the fuck
and
out of
Facebook
here.
won't.
That's amazing. This really is your uncle, though. This isn't like you. This is
This
really
is
your uncle.
legitimately my uncle. Yeah, no, this
That's
is real.
incredible. That's fucking amazing. Your
I just
50-year-old
gonna fucking
uncle has fucking. He might become more famous than you.
like he got like 2 million views. It went viral. That's why all this is happening.
Are
But I'm
you
like, wow, holy
serious?
shit! I didn't expect like I thought I would be the first one in my family to get an article.
No, no. Holy shit! That. How do you feel about this? On like a. Do you feel like you kind of got to one up your uncle now? I mean, holy
I'm
shit.
proud. Jesus Christ. Do you know what it feels like to get that text message saying your uncle has been banned from TikTok at
Oh,
like 8 o'clock in the morning?
I can just imagine. I can imagine that just lit you up with the most amazing light. Like E.T. You turned into E.T. Your whole body started glowing. Elliot. Fucking amazing. That's
Oh, God.
unbelievable.
That's
What
terrifying,
are
by the
the
way.
odds,
Like in
though? Come on. I
hindsight.
mean, fucking serious. What are the odds that the fucking uncle of Nick fucking DeOrio, one of the most up and coming shit talkers and provocateurs on YouTube, his uncle just got taken down by the government? This is incredible. This is like this is what I live for, Nick. These are the stories that I fucking live for. That's amazing.
Wow.
So what's his
Oh God.
reaction?
He's just like, well, I don't like reporters calling me, but he didn't really care that he lost all his shit. I don't. I think he had like like the TikTok accounts when you don't even put your name on the account.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
just says like user 135 whatever. He wasn't like a huge TikToker,
Oh, okay.
whatever. But everyone in my family screws around with it.
That's funny though. Oh my god, that's really something unfucking believable. Like you hear about these things and you'll read a story and you won't fucking believe it. We have the story right here. It happened to one of our own who just happens to be trying to get taken down by this type of shit. This is what he lives for. If the government took you down for something, you have content for a year.
Yeah, isn't it just crazy though? Like one meme, 3 strikes, you're out on YouTube. It's like what?
It's the
I
same.
get because it's the election season. That's why it's happening.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's exactly what it is. You can't have any of that. That's muddling the waters. Fucking shit. So he took an existing meme, made it look even fucking worse, got it repopping, and then got taken down for it. That's amazing.
Oh God, it's all popping off too. Like in the last I would say like 24 hours. Like the CNN article came out, the CBS article, New York Times, I think.
The New York
There's
fucking
like so
Times
many of these. But like Facebook is getting shit because they won't take it down. They just put a disclaimer on it.
Yeah.
So they're like going after Facebook because they won't take it down. So they're getting in trouble over this.
They're getting in trouble for doing the right thing and not taking a fucking joke down. A meme of a meme. Not even a regular joke, a fucking rehash of a meme. A well done rehash, nonetheless, but still a rehash. They're taking that. That's unbelievable to me. Good for Facebook. I can't believe I'm saying that because when does Facebook do the right thing? But holy shit.
I think they're gonna have to cave soon with all the pressure that's been on them recently.
Well, yeah, I mean, considering like everyone in Silicon Valley just got taken to task. You know, everyone had to go to court and fucking answer questions and shit, right? Had that big fucking.
Oh yeah.
So I'm sure they're all.
I mean, this is what I was
shit
telling.
pricks.
This is what I was telling Tommy recently. Like this whole, we were talking about Storyfire and the new app or whatever. And he's like, "Well, this doesn't sound like a free speech platform." I go, "Oh, you're right. It's not. That's why it has a chance to succeed."
Right. It's the ones that claim to be free speech constantly. Those are the ones who really let you down. I don't know what Storyfire is going to do. The only reason why I won't join it is because it's the worst fucking name in the history of anything. And I can't do it, Nick. I just can't do it. It's not really.
I had to like yell at Tommy because he was just blowing it. I was getting so mad at him. Did you hear like all the shit he was doing to get in trouble? He's like, "I've heard this is more edgy." I'm like, "No, Tommy. They monetize more edgy content. You can't just start going around posting Adolf Hitler everywhere and think you're gonna get away with that."
Yeah, you know what? And I'm okay with that. Maybe that makes me a hypocrite, but you know what? If you want to clip Hitler, I think I'm okay with it. I think we can all get on board for the most part. We're okay with this.
It was getting to the point where I started waking up to messages from Keemstar, getting angry about things Tommy was posting.
Get the fuck
He, like,
out of here.
Keem goes like, "Why did Tommy post a rape joke?"
Like you're Tommy's keeper now. Like you're Tommy's keeper now. Like the rest of us have been able to keep Tommy in line. You're gonna be the one.
Well, I've been like pushing the Storyfire stuff hard in like the group or whatever because we were making it a meme, and then I started like actually like actively promoting it because I kind of like the site. So he hit me up because I have like the connections to all those other people because Keem won't talk to like Augie. Oh yeah, Keem's getting paid. Yeah, 100%.
Hey, that's no shade to him. That's just smart. You know? And whoever brought him on.
No, but it's important to do like disclaimer.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. And something that he's done before. Sorry, what were you saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh no, that was pretty much it. Like I'm like the bridge between all the people Keem won't talk to. So like I try to like keep that up and going.
How does that feel, man? That could be I was in a pseudo role like that before. It could be grating. How do you feel about being in that position?
I mean, I've been in it before. Like, what'll happen is like he'll be cool with me until he like assumes that I'll just say something on his behalf, and then I don't. Then he gets mad at me and blocks me, and then he realizes, all right, well, whatever. That's kind of a decent conversation to have there. So I'm gonna open that line of conversation back up.
I love that it's constant. How much of DeOrio can I tolerate? Because he won't do what I say. He won't.
Yeah. People think I'm gonna like just start like talking to you and all of a sudden defend you in every front of like life. Like that's what happened with Onision, I think, when he like called in and started shit talking the girls and stuff like that. And he thought I was just gonna jump in.
Like if you talk to somebody, okay, so we know there are shitbags and assholes all over the internet. But I never really thought this before, but I'm starting to believe it now. That they feel that if you talk to them, you're just as fucking shitty as they are. And you're automatically going to be on board with the same fucking shit. Nah, dude, that's not how this works.
Yeah, I think he thought because we criticized the same people and stuff like that, like Hanson, that I was like giving him the benefit of the doubt or something, or that like I would support him blindly.
Not so much.
These people expect it to be a clout thing. It's not.
Here's what I don't get. People can either like you or not like you. They can feel that what you're saying is completely justified, or maybe they feel it's nitpicky, whatever the case may be. The one thing that I don't think that anybody can fucking say is that you have any sort of bias towards, you're fair. You're fair and you're going to be fucking honest. You're not going to be muzzled just because you may have a common interest. And I love that. That was the thing about me and Tommy back in the day, man. It didn't matter if Tommy was on fucking baited. We still said whatever the fuck was going on. And it pissed people off, but you got to be fair. I think it's the only thing you can't always be 100% honest. We know that to be true, but you can always be fair in that little bit of percentage that you can't always be honest about. That's the key. That fairness and honesty as much as you can be, because we all have secrets.
Yeah, I don't like people who just like they talk shit behind the scenes. That's not my thing. I mean, there are guys who do that. I know there's a whole group chat of people who are like passive aggressively hating me, and I know exactly what community they're from. I'll do the spare of name dropping them on the stream.
Like, we don't give any fucks here. I returned to YouTube in the last couple of days, and I'm already burning some fucking bridges. People thought that I was that asshole to steal on. They found out differently last fucking night. Let's burn them all down, Nick. I'm ready to.
Who'd you go after?
I didn't go after anybody. It was real stupid. All right. So I'm doing a show. I built a little team, and they worked hard. They put together a fucking show for me to make me look as good as humanly possible, because I'm dog shit for the most part. But we're rocking through the show. I got a new co-host. We're doing topics. It's all frivolous shit. The Rock, Ellen, all kinds of shit like that, right? And fucking Will Heron the reporter extraordinaire who barely has talked to me over the time that I've fucking known the guy. He
I trashed that guy once.
Oh,
Dude.
dude, yeah. And I've never trashed him before, but I've never wanted to work with the prick because I always just had this little. My bitch dar went off with him. I never fucking wanted to say it. I never wanted to be a dick. But if you look into the DMs and stuff, because all right. So let me tell you the whole story and I'll backtrack. So at the beginning of the stream, he brings up something about the fucking massacre in El Paso 23 fucking years ago, and I ignore it because why the fuck would I stop talking about The Rock owning the XFL to bring everybody down with a good old fashioned massacre story? So I ignore it, and then about 20, 30 minutes later, he says again, but this time he goes, "So no thoughts on the El Paso massacre?" And I fucking just Nick. I had a bong rip, and I just went full Tom EC. I was like,
why did he bring that up?
The way he said it, it's like, so no thought, like, motherfucker, what? I'm like, do you not know what we're doing a show? And typically, I've done this with him before. I'm like, after the end of all of our stuff, open lines, call in, whatever you want. This time, I was not so cordial, and I fucking tore at him a little bit. I shit on him a little. I didn't fuck with him too hard. I just shit on him. And then he became a shitty little crybaby. And he's like, I thought we were friends, Dave. This is why you deserve to be exactly where you are in life. So, I kind of, after all that shit happened, I was like, and I shit on him some more for the rest of the show. I just kept on constantly ripping on him the rest of the show. Exactly what he deserves. So, I'm an empathetic and sympathetic and very emotional person. So as the night wore on, I couldn't sleep, and I was like, man, was he a friend? I mean, we've spoken some. Was he a friend? Did I kind of do a friend a little dirty last night? So I went to my DMs, and I looked in there, and first I noticed I stopped following this guy like a year and fucking half ago. That was my first fucking flag. I was like, wait a second, there had to be a reason here. Second, I haven't talked to this bitch in a year. And it was when he reached out when my mom died. Before that, every conversation was him trying to suck my dick to work for me, to work with me. And now this asshole wants to be, this is where you deserve to be. I'm like, fuck yourself, you goddamn piece of shit. How fucking dare you, man? Either go with the joke or get fucked, man. That's where I am at this point.
He made a comment to me, like, passive-aggressively about Zoom.
Oh, God. He's always so passive-aggressive.
But, like, that's such a weird person to take a shot at me with. Like, right. Zoom? Like what? So I made a comment back to him. I go, like, why don't you go back to, like, reporting on Little League baseball games and get the fuck out of my chat? And he has never let that go.
Yes, because he thinks that he's better than everybody on the internet because he has an official title behind his name. Nobody gives a fuck about this guy in any capacity. Not a fucking any capacity. And because I had him pegged. I know a bitch. My fucking bitch dar pinged early with this guy. That's why I've had news teams and never went to a professional news guy. I wonder fucking why nobody works with this idiot. It just pissed me off to no end. So just as it went on, somebody donated because I was fucking ripping this guy so hard. They loved it. I go, I just made $20 for making fun of you. How does that fucking feel? You go back and report that, you bitch. I was just so mad. It really just pissed me off. I don't even care if it was a Spurg. I don't give a fuck. I was like, this dude needed to get taken down. Fuck him.
Oh, God. I have to light somebody up this week. I really do.
Can we get a
here's the deal. Like, it's been super passive aggressive for the past, like, couple months. It's all right, the former Bunty friend group, all those guys.
I mean, I still
that group chat of people. Yeah, they have a pretty big issue with me. I'm starting to realize. I don't think it was a coincidence. Chris Raygun came out and took a shot at me, and then I find out that he was also talking shit on a podcast with some black guy, and then I find out that Elvis the Alien and Bionic Pig were talking shit a couple months ago too. Really? And then all of a sudden I realized I lost a few follows. Oh, that's weird. Oh God, like I just wish people would be like upfront with me. Wow.
Not exactly people I pegged as bitches, some of those on that list, especially Elvis the Alien, but I don't know him all that well outside the interview I did with him. But
Elvis never liked me, to be fair. I think he like followed me for a little while and then dipped. I think Willie talked him into like giving me another chance or something. I don't know. We got into a fight because he was defending Carlos Maza, like back in 2019, and I got into a fight with him there, and he blocked me. And then I think it like kind of resprung a bit. Like it's weird because like Pig helped me with my Zap Tie video, so I didn't realize that I was such a problematic. Apparently, I'm like incredibly
Pig's
toxic.
another one that I mean, Pig's quiet, but I wouldn't necessarily peg him as like a full blown bitch like that to talk behind your back. Like I don't like, you know how I am with that. If you got something to say, fucking say it.
That's Pig's biggest problem. He keeps taking these hot takes on Twitter and making these big generalizing sweeping statements that are going to attract people to talk about them, and then he deletes them, panics, and goes, "Oh, I don't like drama. I don't want to be involved." Like, okay, maybe you shouldn't have gone on record saying that you don't think Keem going after sponsors is a big deal.
Right.
Maybe you shouldn't have gone on record like talking about like everybody who watches Leafy is like an incel or something like that that he tweeted recently, and that like the Pokemon criticism like wasn't valid or whatever.
You gotta be able to take it back, man. If you're gonna go to the fucking plate, you're gonna get beans sometimes. It's just how it works, man. It drives me nuts. It's over and over too. The Chris Ray gun thing I found interesting though. I'm glad you brought that up a little bit. It gave me a little opening to talk to you about this for a second. That one was interesting to me because why now you agreed with everything he said in the tweet. You actually tweeted this out where you said you're accurate on everything, but you decided to hang on the word psychopathic. Why?
Sociopath. Sociopath. And the funniest part is Elvis the Alien jumped in as soon as he saw the word sociopath. That's like the one thing that he should avoid after the whole The End video they made on Zaptie.
Was it the word itself? Because I figured there was something else. Have you wanted to take?
No, that's the thing. No, the Chris Ray gun thing. The reason it was so funny is because like that's where he lost. Like, yeah, if you want to say I've been over the top of Bunty, that's fine. It's totally cool, whatever. But when you call me sociopathically petty and say you wouldn't send a DM like that to Jeffrey Epstein, dude, that's where you attract all the Cavoses, and then everybody in the community just destroyed him because like you can't like go to that nth degree. It's funny, like you lose the audience. It would have been so much harder if he made a rational argument.
Yeah, it's odd to me. The one thing that strikes me about it is when we talk about the diagnosis of or using a phrase to describe something that someone's doing. I didn't think there was anything wrong with what he said. I got to be honest with you. When I first read it, I was trying to figure out, because I don't think for a second he was calling you a sociopath or a psychopath, whatever word he fucking used. I think he was describing what you were doing, that thing. You were doing it with a fervor of a psychopath or a sociopath.
Yeah.
Which is not the same thing as diagnosing you, which is where Tommy went. Like, don't diagnose my friend. I was like, we're going a little far with it.
Well, the thing is, the Twitter video, he kind of like doubled down on that. It was like
that's where he lost
tendencies.
That's why
that's where like that was the big W, because after that Twitter video, like I mean that they played that on streams. It was like that was hilarious.
It was the second one where I was like, why did he make the second fucking Twitter video? Because I honestly thought he was fine until that point, but then when he did that, that's why you noticed I didn't get involved at all. Like I didn't mention it one iota because he fucking shot himself right in the foot. It's pretty fucking stupid.
Like, here's a question for you, Dave. How do you think Chris Reagan thought that when I saw that tweet go up at like 1 a.m, how do you think like Chris Reagan thought my reaction would be?
Not that. I have to think he thought it was more innocuous than it ended up being. Then he ended up proving it to be with that fucking second Twitter video. So I got to assume that he thought you would either ignore it or just come back at him like you would with anybody else. I loved your reaction just because you agreed with the entire thing, except for the one.
Yeah.
That to me was the best.
Dude, but the thing is, like, I'm a drama YouTuber. I saw that, dude. I was verbally I was in a Discord call and I went, yo, you guys are not going to believe this. And I threw it up on the screen. I was just like, yo, this is literally, I hit the lottery tonight. Are you kidding me? This is like the interaction lottery.
Because you know it's going to draw a lot of eyes and you know it's going to get a lot of attention.
But he was full of shit, Dave.
Oh, no question. It turns out.
He said that he's never heard of me or whatever and all that stuff. Yeah. I go back, I find a podcast where he's shit talking the Bunty video. Like, are you kidding me? Like, am I not supposed to believe that Bunty sent a message in a group chat going, look what this little rat sent me? And then you made a full Twitter. Yeah, that's exactly what it was, dude. It's so obvious.
And it's unfortunate.
Why can't these people be honest?
That's the thing to me, man. I interviewed the guy once. And the one thing he came off was honest. That's why I gave him the benefit of the doubt to begin with in that first initial tweet. Because I'm like, first thing I said, Raycon's an honest guy. I don't think he'd mean to be fucking diagnosing Nick DeOrio like this with his fucking following that he has. Because that's a wrong thing to do. You can't do that. We check and balance that all the time. But then when he said he didn't know you, I was like,
Yeah, it's calculated.
come on. You just
And Tommy thought it was an op. Yeah, Tommy thought it was an op, and I'm like, well, let's see. What was this friend group 4 years ago? Oh, it was Alex, Ani, Leon,
Yeah.
Pig, Elvis,
Right.
Chris, Bunty. I haven't named a single person I'm on good terms with in that entire thing there. The only person I just haven't spoke to is Leon, which I'm sure doesn't like me, considering everybody else in the group seems to have some sort of passive aggressive issue.
You know, I might miss my mark on this again, but I think Leon would fucking love you. I love Leon. I still love Leon Lush. He's never given me any reason not to do anything but adore this fucking guy. Because I feel like if I looked a little better, I'd basically be him if I had a little bit more talent. I'm essentially that fucking guy, and I make stupid. I got Gizmo. He's got his stupid little monkey fuck. I got Gizmo. Gizmo will kick his fucking ass. I don't care. But I think he'd like you. But then again, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, like how these guys are in closed fucking doors. I don't know how close that dude bro mentality goes. I have no clue. You know, because it seems to go pretty fucking deep. If you're gonna, I used to go to the bat for Bunty because I was like, I don't see anything nefarious in this dude. And then fuck, man, it just flipped like a goddamn switch one day. Or
when Crowd hit me up and showed that he was down with like doxing CRP.
Yeah.
I was like, that's what this gets like. This goes from funny to like, all right, now we have genuine points here to actually go after this guy on.
Right. The whole thing. It's like, how are people? Is anyone afraid to cut ties with someone who's genuinely a bad dude? Do they all have fucking nukes just pointed at each other? Do they have bombs that?
I think they feel bad for this guy. I don't think he's very like dangerous. I think they just.
But they seem to do this for a lot of people. It's not, you know, like they don't eat themselves.
Well, they're friends with their friends. I saw like Leon posted a video with Alex during the Slazo allegations, like between me and Tom's video, and he took a load of shit. I came at him like defending him because it's like it's not your job to disavow Alex. In that case,
because we've seen that slope go a little slippery at times too. Like everyone his friends used to. No, we can't put that type of pressure.
It's one thing to defend him. It's another thing to just be around him.
Right.
Like if you're openly defending the shit he did, let's go for you. Like, that's why I have no problem going with no, he is not. But that's why I have no problem going with like some of the E-boys, like that group.
Because remember, Leon and fucking Alex came on and celebrated their million together with me. You know, they had no reason to fucking do that. I like those guys. Alex, I can't fuck with at all anymore, though. I made my fucking feelings known on Alex very clear. That dude, what the fuck, man?
He's an interesting guy.
What the fucking fuck? I don't even. I'd hate to be. You know what? If Leon Lush ends up disappointing me, it'd be like I felt after Lance Armstrong. You know what I mean? That level of letdown and disappointment. That motherfucker won 7 Tour de France's. You know how much? I don't even like bicycles, and that meant something to me. It would destroy my heart if Leon Lush turned out to be a fucking bitch.
Oh no, he's probably a really good guy. I'm just saying I've never had an interaction with him. I would lend a guess that potentially if every one of his friends don't like me, I'm assuming he doesn't.
At least he doesn't have a good opinion. He might not. Leon's the type of dude to be like, well, I don't know the fucking guy, but I ain't heard good things.
I just find it so funny when drama YouTubers use like the word toxic and harassment.
Yeah.
Like this is unrelated, but I was accused of like harassing an 800,000 sub YouTuber recently.
Job, Ellen. Look at you.
It's like, I have 30K. I don't know what you think that I have the power to do,
but
I think you have like the power to diffuse
it. There's a little bit of disingenuousness in there, just a tiny bit, because you know as well as I do, your 30,000 has fucking weight because they're all crazy people, and they go hard, and they fucking don't stop. 30,000 when they're all screaming can sound like 3 million, and you know that to be fucking true.
Yeah, it's wild that it's like.
You're not harassing
like these guys.
You're not, I don't want it to sound like.
I don't think I'm harassing them for one, and the other half is like you guys you made drama content,
right?
Do you not like understand like I don't know or respond like how to do this? Like not even that. It's just like you guys did this shit too. So like now all of a sudden it's harassment when I do it because I do it angrier.
Right, and that's the shit that kills me. I hate when they're like, "Well, you're doing it. How the fuck do you know if I'm angry or not? Because I'm loud. You cannot fucking think. George Carlin was loud. You can't fucking look in his heart and know. He was a hippie. You can't look in his heart and just fucking know exactly what the fuck he was feeling or the motivations for everything. Fuck off. That shit drives me crazy. Go ahead and condemn the argument if you want, but don't fucking try to condemn the feeling that you can't fucking tell if a person feels. That shit and everyone seems to want to go at that angle, and it drives me nuts.
Did you see me and Tom interviewed Blues Dank recently, who did like a tell-all about Alex?
I haven't seen the interview yet. No. When did that happen?
It's in Tom's video. I find that funny. Like, people who are supposed to hate me will get into a call and do an interview with me. People who like I have no issue with are the people who are like talking shit quietly. It's so awkward.
That is awkward. I love
like he has all the reason to hate me.
Who, Blues Dank?
Yeah, like he has all the reason to hate me.
Did you guys get on well?
Blues Dank was involved in these Lazo allegations.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, you guys have gotten well since.
Yeah, he reached out and he like apologized to everybody. He's like, this is what happened or whatever, like 6 months ago. And we're like, hey, well, if you ever want to do an interview, me, Tom, someone will put you on. And then he ended up actually doing it, which is kind of crazy. Because like he did like a stream or whatever where he's talking a lot of shit. But I think when the DMCA stuff happened, he like deleted it.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's talking shit on you personally? Or on
No, talking shit on Alex.
Oh.
Like just bashing the shit out of Alex.
So,
do you know like the story with that?
Not to finalize, no, because I
no. The one at Gamescom.
No, regale me.
Oh God, there's this story, and I know it's 100% true because not only has like Blues Dank told it, I've heard this from like at least 5 other giant YouTubers. Like ranging from, I don't want to say their names, but like ranging from people we talk to on like a very daily basis to people who are friends with Alex still.
So so to sum that up, it's pretty fucking lock. All right.
Yeah. So apparently right after, do you remember like when Alex said he was sick and not attending,
yes.
I forgot which convention it was.
I think it was Insomnia.
He said he would not attend Insomnia, 100%.
Something like that.
So apparently he just showed up and everyone was fucking angry about it. Like everyone was just angry he was there. So they all were like, the story is that like he walked up to the first table or whatever. It's like, hi guys, how you doing? Hey, how's everybody going? What's going on, mate? Everyone looked down.
Look at Alex.
Immediately looked down. It looked like a fucking scene out of a movie. Everyone looked straight down. Nobody said a word. They pretended he wasn't there. And then he awkwardly turned around and like shifted like he was on his phone. Like, oh yeah, what's going on? Yeah, no, it's all right. And he just walked over to the next table, and he moved from like the table with like the guys like Vexium and all them, and that one to like the table with the bigger YouTubers now. So now he's walking up like this is Blues, Ani, all those guys, right?
Yeah.
And he walks up and goes, "Hey, what's going on, Mike?" And they just completely go quiet. They don't say anything. This guy got stunned at every table he went to, dude. Everyone just wouldn't talk to him.
He was just ponging his way back and forth, doing the little walk of shame between each fucking table. That's one of the saddest things I've ever heard. He finally fucking acted as awkward as he fucking looks. Unbelievable.
I've heard so many iterations of the story, but all of them, like not iterations, they're all the same. But I've heard like so many people go, "You're never gonna believe this," and then tell the same story.
And the key, I love that you kept hearing it. And that's the beauty of it. Like, you know who's gonna appreciate this story? Nick DeOrio.
Yeah.
Man, that guy. How is he still like? Is it just why didn't anything? Because he's still growing, right? I mean, he's not going anywhere down. TikTok. Oh yeah, he moved to TikTok.
Yeah, he actually lost. He had a net loss that month in subs, and then he shifted like TikTok and started covering TikTok drama, and he blew up to 2 million.
Jesus. Well, it was a good move. It's good, if you want to jump out of a exploding fucking train. TikTok's a good hiding place. Jesus.
Yeah, I really. For how long though? That is the question.
Do you think that there's going to be someone in TikTok? Because you got to assume the same thing happened here will happen there eventually. Somebody will look into the things from Alex's past, look at your videos, look at everybody else's videos, and see. Wait a second, we need to do this on TikTok and really try to fuck this guy up. Do you think someone on TikTok will take up that mantle?
If TikTok lasts that long, depending on how long, if the website gets banned, I don't think
Bill
so.
Gates is coming in. Don't worry about it. Microsoft's on the way.
That's actually good for us because where do those TikTok people come?
Right. No, it was the same thing with Vine. It was the same thing with Vine. I was like,
it is going to be a whole TikToker invasion.
It will be. And
the first place they're going to look is YouTube. Yep. And when they look on YouTube, I just happen to be making a very decently long Alex Exposed video that's going to have everything in it from start to finish that will explain everything.
Sometimes sometimes the timing in life just lets you know you're doing the right things with your fucking, your life's pursuit. You know, you could have just been making this video, and then maybe he did something really good. Something really, really great that maybe would have completely squashed your video because no one's caring because he's doing such great things. But because of the timing of this possible banning, which is fucking ridiculous, banning of TikTok, this might be the greatest thing to ever happen to my boy Eats.
Yeah, I was excited when I heard that he almost got sued by what's his name? Oh, God, Perez Hilton.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he was threatening to sue Alex. Like,
Perez Hilton of all fucking people, he's gonna spout off a fucking loss. That dude usually gets threatened to be sued, and he's gonna fucking.
yeah,
Wow.
that's just funny because there's that clip of Alex going, "You're going after Charlie D'Amelio because she's wearing a bathing suit," and then you play that right next to the clip that he made about who's that girl who was doing Bang energy drink and lying about her age?
Oh, do not know.
That like 13-year-old who was actually they said she was 16 or whatever.
Bang energy.
Not
the fucking.
Not Danielle
Yeah,
Bergoli.
yeah. You knew I was going right to catch me on the side
One?
Bang energy. Hold on, I'm googling.
13-year-old YouTuber lies age. Daniel Cohen. There's a video of him talking about Daniel Cohen going, "I can't believe she's posting these bikini pics to her timeline." Like it's a direct contradiction. And you look at this this Charlie D'Amelio girl who's like a massive creator, dude. This girl is huge on TikTok. Everyone knows who she is. She's gonna come over and instantly be like a 10 million sub YouTube channel probably. She's like 16 years old or whatever. And here's the deal. All of her content like bangs. Like everything she posts is big, right? And then she's put in a position where she's posting like there were some things. I have like a breakdown on my YouTube channel where I was going through her TikTok. There's like some creepy jailbait looking fucking pictures.
Oh, there's a lot of creepy. Just TikTok in general is creepy with a lot of the jailbait shit that's going on.
But the weird shit is they don't perform better than her regular stuff.
Oh, really?
It was just like
lost in the
awkward.
fucking her because it just all performed the same because she's just red hot.
Yeah, so I was just saying, like, yeah, Perez is kind of weird, but like, he's not wrong, dude.
Right.
This is like a thumbnail going right down her shirt. It's like weird. I don't like it. It's gross.
It's a
like, I would have the same reaction, dude. All he said was like, "Why are the parents not looking at this and going, this is weird?" Like, what is so bad about that?
I think, you know what? I don't know how to answer that because why do so many people tend to get on that same train of thought? It's asking a question. It's not a condemnation. It's asking a question. Where the parents be at, yo? Why does Alex fucking care? Why is Alex?
Oh, because you know why?
Yeah, well, of course.
Well, I heard this is like I'm not gonna say what YouTuber told me because I don't know if it's like a private thing or not, and he doesn't want to be involved. But like he told me the Alex way to grow was that he would go to like a different community and he would make a positive video about one of their best like people, right?
Oh.
So like in this case, James Charles. And he made like a big positive video about James Charles. And that's a net gain, right? Because you don't cover beauty drama on the Alex channel. So now all of a sudden you make a big beauty video that goes viral and all of these are new subs. It blows up your channel. Your interactions go huge. And I think that's what he did for Charlie D'Amelio. He just happened to say that the other guy, Perez Hilton, belongs in jail in the video. Like it was really bad.
Shit. What do you think of that strategy in general, though? As far as if you're gonna hop into another community, do you think the going with the honey and then letting people realize you're a piece of shit later is that a good strategy or?
The person I was talking to said it was like kind of a scummy move. I just thought like that's kind of a power move if you're gonna just go to a different community. I have no issue with that. Like if you want to go and make a positive video about like a completely different community, I don't see why.
Right. It seems odd to me. Like, look, if you make the video and it's disingenuous, or it could be proven that you don't actually feel this way because of either things that you've said before or since, that's a different story altogether. But if it's what you're saying is genuine, yeah, I don't have a problem with you doing it. It's what are we condemning him for?
Well, yeah, he did actually end up calling that guy a sexual predator a few months later, so maybe I should condemn him. Yeah, in hindsight, that didn't go as well as.
What the fuck, man?
You remember that, right?
Yes.
You forgot the James Charles one was in there, didn't you? I do sometimes.
Jeez. No, James haunts my fucking dreams because I've accidentally almost masturbated this motherfucker a few times. Don't feel good about it. It's not good, Nick. He's got me like 4 or 5 times. I'm like, what the
Oh,
fuck?
somebody made a conspiracy theory that sounds so good. Wait, get this. Do you remember when he posted his ass on the old Twitter timeline?
Yeah, that was one of the 5 times.
Okay. So when he posted his ass on the Twitter timeline, someone went, James, we know you weren't actually getting hacked. We know you got butt implants and wanted an excuse to show them off.
T. Who made this
I was like,
allegation?
it was someone I was on the Hanson stream with, I
Oh,
think,
that's
talking about like that stuff. But I'm like, oh my god, I never thought of that. That makes sense.
it's a Kardashian move. Like, you know what?
It is.
That's all it is. It's a power Kardashian play. And it makes sense that James Charles would be making such a play. And is it such a bad thing? That's what he's doing, is showing off his new ass implants in a creative way?
Oh god, no, dude. Yeah, all these celebrities have fucking OnlyFans accounts now. I don't care if you show your fucking ass.
But you can't lie about being hacked, though. You can't. I don't think you can do that.
Well, no, he's not saying he was hacked. He said he was like, a hacker has threatened to leak my nudes. I'm the only one who leaks my nudes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the taking control. Yeah, no one. Yeah, that's 100%. Nobody threatened. Nobody.
Yeah, that's literally. I didn't think of it. I was just like, wow, that sucks. He's getting blackmailed like that. I'm a moron sometimes. I have my moments.
Those beauty communityers, they think different than us, man. They're all about the tea and nothing but the tea. So help them, Bob.
They are way more toxic than us.
Oh my God, there's no question. But see, this people wonder why we haven't heard about this. And by the way, if you go back to 2016, Dead on Dave with fucking Faye, we were blowing the fucking lid off these motherfuckers back then. Nobody cared, and here's why: their audience expects this behavior, Nick. This is what they live off of. They don't give a fuck
about
the
I can't imagine a Jeffree Star fan would be getting on people's cases.
How much better can one fucking rouge be than another, for fuck's sake? It's not about the makeup, assholes. It's all about the fucking tea. It's all about taking each other down. What bitch knows what about another bitch? What wig's gonna get snatched today? Who sucked whose fucking dick? It's all tea all the time. It's all they do, man. It's wonderful. It's playground for you guys. I'm surprised you guys didn't find that place earlier than you did. It's Wonderland.
Oh, man.
It's all hypocrisy. It's all bullshit. They're all telling everybody how awful they are while being just as awful to one another while trying to profit off of destroying another company so their makeup does better. It's great.
Yeah, the only thing I hate more than the beauty community is the tea channels. I feel like they're just... here's like... I'm joking a bit here when I say this, but it's kind of like the drama community for women.
It is.
Have you noticed that all the commentary channels are dudes and all the tea channels are women, with like the exception of like Melly P? Yeah. And I mean, I don't think does.
What about your girlfriend? Twist count? Didn't ask your girlfriend.
Does she count? Like, is she a?
I don't know what Twist
she's not a commentator. She's a skit channel.
Yeah, she's a skit channel about drama though. It's a very specified skit, so I think she's in both worlds, if anything.
Yeah, it's like a crossover thing there.
Daywalker.
It's unique. I'll give her that. That's a good compliment.
It's probably the best one you'll give her when you're not memeing her to death.
That was interesting. I wish
powerful sex one. Great.
I wish I was able to like respond to her video, because she made her videos really funny or whatever. I would have liked to like help promote it a little bit by doing like a big response, but like it happened during the H3 video where I'm like required by Tom to get this thing out, and I was already late.
Who do you love more right now, Twiz Fizz or Turkey Tom? Because I love both your relationships with those two people right now. It's like my favorite.
I don't really talk to Twiz behind the scenes or anything like that.
You guys just fuck with each other.
Yeah, no, me and Tom talk all the time, but I don't really talk to Twiz much.
Hey, this is just a little personal friendship advice thing. Don't. I was just joking about you two having sex. She looks like the type of person who might cut your dick off. Don't.
She kind of does, though.
Got that crazy fucking I'll cut your dick off look all the time. All the time. I like her a lot. I really do. But yeah, she's got that Lorena vibe.
She does a really good Onision impression. I don't think I could ever be with someone who can do such a good Onision impression.
Too good. It's like, oh, no. What's going on, Bex the Bananas? I see you up in the chat. How you guys doing, everybody up in there? Braun has got. I'll answer your wrestling question in just a momento. Nixie, good to see you. Nixie's my new co-host. I've been having her on the last couple of nights. She's fucking awesome, man.
Oh, cool.
She's fucking awesome. She's just as fucking insane as I am. She's a British crazy person. Yeah, she's awesome. Oh, man. So what are you doing today? What's your plan for the rest of the day?
Getting going on this Twitch streamer versus YouTube controversy.
Oh God, I'm not even tracking that one yet.
Are you kidding? This is
Oh,
like
yeah,
the biggest story.
I'm sorry. Yes, I am. Because I've been laughing about it all fucking morning. Oh, you're talking about Twitch? Yes, the the YouTubers being mad at the Twitch streamer. The Twitch streamer saying that the YouTube's job is so. Yeah.
It's not just that. It's like some of them, like a lot of Twitch streamers, like re-upload YouTube videos full sale with like no reactions and stuff. Like it's getting to the point where people are getting angry about it. I have a video coming out. I believe I'm going after Destiny, Asmongold, Hassan Piker. Who else? I'm running down the list of just all these Twitch streamers who have been like a thorn in everybody's
back. These guys are doing that. They're based. So look, we're not gonna.
No, it's all different things. It's not all just that. But yeah.
But the Twitch streamers who are doing the first thing that you said, because I do want to touch on that, because that's important. Because I do play copyrighted music at times here. I've gotten a lot better about it. I just always delete it after. It doesn't make it right, and if I get hit, I get hit. I've always accepted that. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not trying to defend the action, and I am on a fucking royalty-free playlist now. But I don't feel that's the same level as purposely taking somebody else's fucking work from.
Yeah, I don't compare music, especially when content ID exists, at least on YouTube.
Oh, I'm just trying to address my
videos for revenue.
I obviously have that little hypocrisy I had to handle right there, so I wanted to handle that.
But like, there are like, it's kind of indefensible. There are quotes coming out of this situation that are just insane.
Oh God.
One of them is, "Why are you comparing copyright on YouTube and Twitch? They're different platforms."
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Well, XQC. That's because the copyright law doesn't change on the platform that you're on.
No one understands copyright, man. They don't.
Destiny made like the hot take that it's like okay to go after sponsors, and that Gundam shouldn't have made a video with a sponsor in it if he wanted to keep his sponsors. I was just like, yeah, but like, because Boblax debated him, and he's like, yeah, but Destiny, he didn't lose that sponsor.
Right.
That sponsor was okay with it. He lost a different sponsor. Like, do you think that's fair? And Destiny's like, oh yeah, I guess that's fine.
So he was essentially saying he gets what he gets. You know, if you stick your dick in you're gonna. Which I think most of us, for the most part, if you're asking for something, including getting your sponsorship taken away, but when it has an unintended consequence, does it change the narrative that much? I guess
this is the difference. If I make an edgy video, like this is the perfect counter argument to that. When a sponsor looks for you, they know what content you're making.
Right.
I don't think the company that dropped him, that was apparently an E3 level like company, like probably like a Bethesda or one of those guys. Whoever dropped him knew exactly what he made.
Right.
The reason they dropped him is because Pokimane made it go viral, and it was a bad look for them to do business with that person.
Right.
It's directly linked to Pokimane.
Right.
So it's Pokimane being upset about a criticism he's levied toward her, and then she's using her influence to try to bully a sponsor away. It's not necessarily like, wow, I can't believe I was sponsoring this edgy content. Do these people know?
Right.
So that's why I have an issue with it.
No,
it's using your power to like reach into somebody's pocket.
Pokimane's reaction 100%, but the person who makes the original video, it's just an unintended consequence. They weren't looking to trigger Pokimane into going after the sponsor. It just happened.
Yeah, like the person who makes the original video, like the sponsors that are like taking them, like they know, dude, if I got a sponsor, they would know exactly what I make, and that would be like, yeah.
You're right, you would think, because they're sponsors.
At this level too, like when they're like, especially like a game company, dude, like a game company, if they're gonna go that level to work with guys like Gundam, like those are like, that's a big sponsor that he's talking about.
You know what? I just thought of something though. A little bit. This is an interesting devil's advocate point. Follow me down for just a second. You would think that sponsors always know who they're getting in bed with, but yet we still have the Bill Burr Sherry's Berries situation, or the Norm Macdonald with every sponsor that he gets in bed with. Now, some people say the Norm Macdonald thing, all the sponsorship losses are completely worked, which I could bet. But the Bill Burr one is not. Bill's lost countless sponsors, but usually because he goes after the sponsor, and that kind of is what the difference. But you know Bill Burr's going to go after you. He's Bill fucking Burr. He roasted entire fucking city for 14 minutes. This is who Bill Burr is. So wouldn't you expect, why would you punish him for being Bill Burr? Is it the same logic, or is there a difference?
I think, in my genuine opinion, I think it's like it comes down to whoever screams the loudest. I don't think it's necessarily the comments. I don't think these companies give a shit about the political ideologies. I think they only care about like what the outcome is. And if they think that you're gonna like fly under the radar or you're not gonna go viral, because you can't always predict these situations that happen like this. Sometimes these are just YouTube videos. People get away with it. Some people have said terrible fucking things and they've never gone viral. But it's like what happened to my uncle. One thing gets 2 million views, and suddenly he's banned from every platform in the fucking existence. I genuinely think it's like it's like caution to the wind here. When something happens and the louder it gets, that's when people react to it.
How many viewers did like total? Like how many subs, followers, whatever do you think he had total on all the platforms? Like
not that many.
Under 500
Like,
total, you think?
Probably, yeah.
So that is pretty fucking maddening. Isn't it? That there are so many, just as you said, everybody's got a bomb out there, whether you know it or not. Almost every single person who speaks more than a few hours on the internet probably has a bomb out there, especially these guys who've been around for 10, 15 years. May not have found it yet. Maybe the top, it's not even necessarily waiting on the person to be big enough either. In this situation, it was the topic. Had nothing to do with the person blowing up. Your uncle's still the same person he was. Nobody knows who he is on the internet, right? But it was the topic that got fucking hot, which is why it blew up. And he gets hit for it. Same thing can happen to anybody else despite the size. Look at Ellen. Look at fucking Ellen.
And the part of this whole thing that I get annoyed about is that, like, it could be avoided if people don't go, ooh, not gonna put my sponsorship on that one. Like, you don't have to. Like, she literally, like, do you know the clip, like the actual clip of her going? Like, I know you know it happened, but like, she goes to their website and goes, "Your website's so shit, it won't even load. I would never work with you." Like, it's so embellished. And this happened the same week Ethan went after G Fuel.
Yeah. This shit is supposed to be saved for boardrooms, Nick. You're supposed to make calls and get this shit done. You're not supposed to do it publicly. This shit's always happened. Always. The fucking every sponsorship that's ever fucking taken place, you talk to the person who's at the top of the fucking yard. There's countless stories about Michael Jordan tanking other people's fucking sponsorships because he didn't like them. But it happens.
Isn't there a story about Hulk Hogan trying to get people thrown out of the WWE?
Oh God, in wrestling, it's nonstop. It's all politics, all in wrestling. If you get high enough up the food chain, yeah, everybody else that once you feuded with, like in real life, well, now they're all either gone or they're licking your asshole. Yeah, it just kind of happens.
Where did I see that video of him going like, "Yeah, I never try to do that. That's not me. I would never go after somebody's career."
Brother.
Like recently.
Yeah, no. Now he's trying to narrate. He's trying to revise history, and that was the did you see the Andre the Giant biography on HBO a couple years back?
No, I'm not like a huge wrestling guy, so
even if you're not, I would recommend, even if you don't like boxing or wrestling, I would recommend that Muhammad Ali HBO special and the Andre the Giant. They're just fantastic fucking pieces of work. They really are that good. Even if you don't care, they're two of the most recognizable sports figures that's ever walked on the planet. Them and Babe Ruth. That's basically the list, and that's why I find them fascinating. But Hogan is the one guy who drew a lot of criticism in that documentary because everybody that knows the stories felt like Hogan just kept on trying to alter it enough to make him look a little bit better even when he didn't need to. And ever since that N-word shit a few years back where he got a little too real in his pillow talk and got recorded for it, he's been trying to do this, revamp everything that we've known about Terry Bollea for fucking 40 years. And people are not fucking with Hogan now because of that. It seems like he's just a dishonest old man at this point.
Yeah, I saw one video of him recently. Like, apparently somebody said the N-word in a promo when it was like a family show back in the day, and he's just like, "Yeah, I didn't know you called me the N-word or whatever. I wouldn't go for anybody's career." That was funny.
It's you know, I love the different varying degrees. You know, we have the N-word.
Oh, Booker T. It was Booker T.
Oh, yeah. Well, Booker T's done it a couple times where he's dropped the N-bomb on camera. Of course, the famous one way back in the day. Hulk Hogan, we coming for you.
But yeah, that's the one.
But he did it again. He did it on commentary while he was working for WWE. It's real quick, but he does it, and he's real awkward about it. It's hysterical. But it happens, right? That's not the same. And Hogan saying anything about anyone else saying the N-word, especially a black person saying the fucking N-word. He didn't just say the N-word. He he went on a fucking 15-minute tirade about black people. It was like, come on.
It slipped, Dave. It slipped.
It slipped for 15 minutes. It slipped. Oh god. But he's like, that's what we did in Tampa in in the 70s. I love that everybody that he grew up with was saying nobody said it. It's fucking Florida. Nobody what? No. We're not.
Yeah, that's how the Deep South worked back then.
That's Georgia, not Florida. We got too many Cubans here. They don't go for the N-word.
Oh, God.
They don't say that. What's up, Steph? Good to see you. How you doing? Thank y'all for hanging out so far as me and Nick just been shooting the shit here for a few minutes. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you host the stream, tweet it out. Thank you, Fake Ass Spot, for the big host. He's a good boy chick. Are you in the path of the storm? Is that thing hitting you or what?
I think so. My parents told me that I should shut my computers down later in the day, so I assume. I didn't know there was a storm until like today.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. It should be hitting you like now, right? Because it's hitting. Oh no, it'll hit me first, I think. But it's hitting me in the next hour. So.
I think like 2 in the afternoon. I was told like that's when it's gonna like start going.
Anywhere between.
But it's not gonna get like really bad until the later in the night.
Oh, okay. Shit. Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous as well because we're susceptible to flooding in this area. But.
Oh God.
Yeah. But I'm in a fucking apartment building, so I'm on the 3rd floor. I probably won't drown, and I'm fat, so I'll float. It's all good.
Wait, you're on the 3rd? Like 2 entire floors of people need to die before it floods your house.
I feel good about the odds. I would have to be in a literal catastrophe for me to die, and I feel good about my odds.
Well, if your building becomes an aquarium, at least you can like visit like the fishes.
Exactly. You can go ahead and just swim down. I got an indoor pool for the rest of my life. They probably won't even charge me extra for it, so that'd be nice.
Did you see the criticism Augie received over getting a Mac?
I saw people fucking with them. Not just the Mac, right? He showed a whole bunch of different products for his school or something.
Yeah. Because I remember I did the same thing, Dave. I went into freshman year. I'm like, you know what? I'm a Mac guy now, and I bought a MacBook and I used it for maybe 6 months. And then my stupid ass had another great idea. I bought an iPad Pro and started using the Apple Pencil to take notes in college.
There you go. That was
when it first dropped, like the original version. So that was awkward. Everyone was kind of just staring at me like, like you just use pencil and paper.
Right.
Like I know this.
I can't believe you fell for that gimmick, dude. Well, you really bought that. Why didn't you just get an Etch-a-Sketch, you fuck? Like what the shit?
Well, then I learned my 3rd lesson, and then I bought an Alienware.
No, you didn't.
And my new Alienware also just recently arrived. I have not done this right once, Dave.
Oh my God. You know what? Hey, fuck it. If you want to pay for the name of something, I'm all for it. I'm all fucking
Dude, do you know how long it took to get this new Alienware?
Probably quite a long fucking time. I mean,
they quoted me from May to I believe it was June 25th, like May 15th to June 25th. Ooh. And on June 25th, midway through the day, I got an email saying my order will be delayed until August 3rd.
How big did you go? What did you want in here?
I went pretty far, to be honest.
Really? Can you tell us how much you spent? I love knowing this.
I dropped 4K.
Oh, shit.
But that's not why it took so long. It's just like they got back ordered or whatever. I think it's the color of my case that back ordered. Like, literally the black case. Well, the thing is, you could either get it in black or white, and white costs $30 more. So I'm like, I'm spending $4,000. I'm not spending fucking $30 for a white case that looks uglier than the black one.
That's really why is it for the color difference? Is it made?
I think there's like extra lights on the white one or something. Okay. It's just like, why?
Reanimator says real men don't buy pre-built.
Yeah. You know what? Guys who don't want to blow up their internals by not knowing how to put them together also buy pre-built. I'm just like, I'm buying like all these expensive parts. I'd rather this company, like, because Dell will come to your house and fix it with the warranty.
Yeah, they will. They have it, but you can't say that, Nick. Someone's gonna hit you with a rock for saying Dell. You can't speak the Dell embers here. Jesus Christ. So I have a quick story that relates to all this. When I was a young Dead on Dave, right in the Army, I came back from my first tour in Iraq, and my buddy Jason, I'm not going to say his last name, but he was a druggie, and he ended up getting booted from the army. But we were all commo, and he was the big computer nerd of the group. And they were all. I wasn't really big into computers. I had a computer, but I didn't know a lot about it. And I was you guys. I'm buying whatever I can get. I'll buy Adele. I'll buy fucking Alien. I don't care. I'm gonna buy it. Name brand all the way. Not building my own. These guys convinced me. It's the easiest thing in the world, Dave. Dave, you just trust me. I'm gonna give you a list of parts. You go buy them. Look, it's less than $300. You'd spend $1,500. We're gonna build your own computer. Nick, what the shit? It's not an easy thing to do, especially if you're
apply the thermal paste.
God help you if you do want to fucking get really deep into it and do it right. I ended up learning how to do it the right way. And, like really organizing your cables, soldering fucking tunnels, all kinds of shit like that. I learned how to do it. But I hate fucking doing it. I got fat, retarded fucking hands that want to bump into everything. I break cards. Fuck that. If you got the money, build that shit. These guys are balling. Don't fucking tell Augie